Last time on Fantasy Adventure Machine, our heroes find themselves fighting for their lives in a construction area. Those robotic hounds have a mean chomper. Watch out there, Char. What are you doing in the trash, Van Helsing? Effie swings from a rafter. What a landing! Poodle Zoo, your yippity yaps aren't going to scare those hounds much. Better try something else. And here comes Chaos with his tech-hacking power glove. Suddenly, a familiar sinister voice joins the fray. Who is that person? How on earth do our heroes get from infiltrating Al Capone's mansion and looking for an accountant to all this nonsense? Keep listening to find out.
Char has now dolled herself up in frighteningly accurate 1931 makeup and is wearing a great fitting suit that just so happened to be Joey's. He is really small, so he and Char are the same size. And
Hold on. What is Joey wearing right now?
Apparently he's now running away in his undies.
he has a shirt and some long underwear. It's fine.
Or he's wearing Char's outfit.
No wonder he
That's
took
fine.
off. Char would not give her clothes to some random
Between
street
episodes,
It's good for the brand.
she has a fedora that's tilted, and this will be the only time that Char ever wears a fedora. I want that made very clear.
What's wrong with a fedora?
If you don't know, then you don't know.
Fedoras on a guy with a neck beard that's wearing a t-shirt looks sad.
Yes.
But if you're wearing a three-piece suit and you actually dress up and you're wearing a fedora, that is sharp.
So listeners, this is your indicator that Dan is the oldest member of the podcast. In case you're looking for clues about our ages.
Also owns the most fedoras.
I know fedoras have a bad rep.
So, you're wearing a fedora and a three-piece suit. You look dapper as hell. Let's go inside.
Yep. She, motions for Zoo to take the lead through the door.
Zoo, what are you wearing? You're not wearing a suit. Bermuda shorts and a t-shirt with some animal on it.
No, full cargo pants and a t-shirt.
Oh, that was it.
He dressed up. So full cargo pants, a t-shirt, and some New Balance sneakers.
Oh no! Oh, Keith, you made it worse!
And he does not knock. He does not smile. He just busts the door open and walks in and confronts the nearest human being and is like, "You have no idea who just walked in your door. Show us to Capone."
Char taps Zoo on the shoulder, and Zoo, you step to the side, and Char's standing there with a cocky grin and says, "They call me the Shock." Oh dear.
Now you're Australian?
Yeah,
What the
now
hell's
I'm
going
Australian.
And I'm American. This is great.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with, she goes, "They call me the Shark. I need no other introduction." And then she makes finger guns.
Hey, this is awesome. Finger guns were probably still cool back then.
Zoo looks at the other person we're talking to and says, "You better do what she says before she shoots one of those off, or it'll be the last thing you see, mate."
And she waves the finger guns again.
What happens, Game Master, oh illustrious lord of the story? Do we need to roll a group provoke or something?
You need to roll a contest here. I need Char to roll me a deceive.
Great, I have a +6.
I would like to roll rapport because I'm being very threatening
Yes.
and aggressive. Or I can roll physique and just flex my pecs at him.
Go ahead and roll me a physique.
Hell yeah!
Because you are acting like her bodyguard. Chaos, what would you like to roll to help out?
I would like to roll stealth as I use this distraction to walk into another room in the complex.
Nice.
I like it.
Okay, I got a +6 on my physique.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have a +6 on
Really?
deceive.
Have a 6-2 chaos, then we could be the devil's advocate here.
Oh my gosh.
I have a +4 in stealth.
Spend a fate
right.
point.
Oh my gosh. So funny.
No. And also, that was like a +2 on the die, so I'm feeling pretty good with my life.
There are so many ways that you could have infiltrated. Honestly, I did not see this one
So
coming.
many ways you could have infiltrated, and
I should
you
have.
chose the
I
worst
should
one.
have.
What did you think we were going to do, Dan? The plan was always just to walk in.
My plan was to use Joey as like I just saved this guy from the cops, hire me to be your muscle or your enforcer, and then but that didn't happen.
I don't trust that snake.
The man in the room looks at Izu and then looks at Charlotte and says, Mr. Capone isn't in right now, but if you want, I can take a message.
Char...
I punch him in the face.
No!
Come
When
on.
all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Chaos, you're in another room.
Let me say my piece, and if he still doesn't do it, then you can punch him in the face.
Okay, in that case, I raise my arm to punch him in the face.
Char just holds up a hand, and she leaves it there.
Okay, so Zoo sees the held up hand. I stop.
Char takes 2 steps forward, and she goes, "If you know what's good for you, you'll tell me where he is right now. Otherwise, my boy here is gonna have a field day. Do you understand?"
Ooh, I love me a field day.
Don't you normally throw your back out on field days, Keith?
You were
Shut
told
up.
to get his books, his ledgers.
Let me at him, boss. I give him a knuckle sandwich.
Whoa. I mean, cool it. If Mr. Capone ain't here, then I can't do anything, but he should be here shortly, so you can go and sit in front of his office.
I slowly lower my fist, and then I reach over and grab a Werther's original from the crystal ball on his desk.
No, it's gonna be the strawberry candies.
Oh, okay. A strawberry candy from the crystal ball on his desk. Pop it in my mouth and say, "You're lucky, man. You almost had a field day."
So, good job. You just intimidated Al Capone's receptionist.
Char walks backwards out of the room, maintaining eye contact with the guy the whole time. And just as she's about to leave the room, she does the whole, uses her fingers to point at her eyes, and then points at him, a couple times, "I'm watching you." And then she, disappears behind the door, because she left.
You are now separated. Chaos is in a room by himself. You two are in a room by yourself. But as you walk through this house, you don't see any other mobsters around. There was the one in the reception area. And lo and behold, you meet up with each other. Woo! Back of the house, come across a door that is closed. It's the only door that's been fully closed in the whole house.
So this is probably the bathroom.
Is it a big set of double oak doors?
Yes.
Ah, this is Al Capone's office.
Or his bathroom.
So Zoo turns to Shah and says, should we, open it?
Hey, I got us this far, so I'm really happy to sit
Chaos
on
opens
a bed.
the door.
Oh, okay.
Zoo walks in after Chaos.
Okay.
Char stays out in the hallway.
Zoo, go ahead and roll me a notice.
That is good. +3.
Okay, cool. A large, muscular man in a suit that looks like it is about to burst at the seams sits at a desk, hunched over papers, pen in hand. At his elbow is a totem that looks like an elephant with the head of a spider.
Wait, is Al Capone jacked?
As soon as you open the door, he tilts his head slightly, gently takes off his glasses, folds them up, puts them on the desk next to his pen, and stands up, towering over everyone in the room, including you, Zoo.
Hold on.
He
Al Capone is 5'10".
He then turns to face you three and says, "Mike Tosis has been waiting for this moment!"
What has been waiting for the what?
Oh my gosh, it's the same guy! It's the same guy! He was saying that he wasn't done with us when we started, and now he's here!
Vic immediately sounds in your ear. "Wait, I know that voice. Run!"
Yeah, as soon as we get the ledgers, no big deal.
Char is already out the building.
Shit. Zoo stands up as tall as he can and makes it stretches his back and he goes, "All right, Mr. Tosis, what's the deal here? What have you been waiting for?"
"Oh yeah, it's time to split!"
Yeah, we just got told to run too, but why?
Mike Tosis goes first.
Okay.
Okay, First thing he does is he reaches out and he grabs Zoo to grapple him.
What do I resist with here? Physique?
Yeah, you can roll physique to resist.
+6.
Oh, good. I got a +4. So describe how you get out of his grapple.
So he grabs my shirt, and instinctively I just sort of like 2 hands just against his chest to bash him backwards and like loosen his grip on me and take a couple steps back.
Okay, Chaos, your turn.
All right, I try and slip by these 2 battling behemoths like a child running between the legs of Godzilla and King Kong.
Oh shit, am I King Kong or Godzilla?
To grab the... you're more like Anguirus, really.
Okay.
Anyway, to grab the ledgers on the desk.
Okay, this is going to be a bit interesting because you're trying to slip between them, you said?
Around them, right?
Around them?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's going to have to be kind of a little contest of you trying to grab the ledgers and me trying to take them away. So go ahead and roll athletics for that. And I'm going to roll against that to keep you from it.
Hey! I'm going to invoke my Greasy Teen stunt to help give me a boost here. And I'll get a +6 athletics to try and get these and get away.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got a +6 to defend.
Okay, what happens in this case?
It's usually a stalemate.
Okay.
That you don't get what you were trying to do.
But he also doesn't get them either, right?
I'm going to spend a fate point to use my petty criminal aspect. I'm very good at grabbing things out of offices. I learned it in high school. So I'll bump myself to an 8.
Okay, then you're able to get that ledger.
Zoo, cover me!
Okay, Zoo, your turn.
Zoo is going to become Kabali, the silverback gorilla. I need to roll for that, so I'm using my animal affinity to get +2.
Yes.
So that
Okay.
is a 6.
Okay, as you start to turn, you feel the familiar sensation of your magic, but then all of a sudden it suddenly grips in your chest. Something is wrong. Instead of growing, you start to shrink. You try to growl as Kabali, but notice a high-pitched yap escapes your throat. Myctosis laughs, picks you up, and punts you through the window.
Shit! You just hear as I like smash through the window.
And as you're flying through, he goes, "You're the reason single-celled organisms shouldn't show their face!"
Is that a mitosis joke?
It sounded like it.
I don't even really know what that is.
It's like that's the
A type of cell division that results in 2 daughter cells, each having the same number and kind of chromosomes as the parent nucleus.
yeah, it's the cell sex thing.
All right, sure.
That's how babies are made, Keith. Do we need to have the birds and the bees talk?
Considering we have 2 babies that are presumably mine,
Now
I'm
listen
gonna say
here,
no.
old Greg knows all about
No,
mitosis.
not Greg. Okay, so I've
I got
shot
some
through the
very
window
instructional magazines.
and I hit the ground outside and roll.
So it's your turn now, Chaos.
Chaos tucks the ledger under his coat, turns about and says, "Gotta go fast!" And then he kicks on his laser skates, and we start making our escape.
That would be athletics to escape. So roll me that,
Yep.
and then I will roll to stop you.
Well, I got 0 on the dice, which is unfortunate, but I do have my laser skates, so that will be a 4.
Cool. He puts out an arm and clotheslines you as soon as you start going.
What's his number?
I rolled a 7.
Yeah, okay. I'm down to 1 fate point. I can't contest this. Do you not respect the classics, man? I said the Sonic line and everything.
You hear at the window just like a dog yipping at the window, trying to like jump back in. So you hear just like at the window as I'm trying to get back into the fight. But I can't jump high enough to get through the window because I am a toy poodle.
It's too bad you're not a chihuahua, because then you could actually do some damage.
Fair enough.
Myctosis reaches down, picks you up, and then pulls you up to his face and goes, "Who in the blue hell do you think you are?
Listen, man.
It doesn't matter who you are! Myctosis is going to split your cells apart!"
He's really leaning into this.
I'm intimidated.
And that was a provoke attack. So I rolled a 6 to provoke. against you.
That's very good and cool. Time to use my non-existent will skill. That will be a 6 shift hit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Are you dead?
So
No.
there goes my 2 mental stress. I only have a 2, and that's a moderate consequence.
Oh, hey, can you take
The moderate consequence is that you wet yourself.
That. I was going to say crap your pants or wet yourself. But yeah.
Okay, so my moderate consequence is wet leather pants.
Oh, nasty.
I almost spit taked just then. Oh my god.
With that, it's time to try and make an escape attempt again.
Greasy teen.
Well, technically, if he provoked me, he didn't actually get to pin me.
No.
So I just need to try and run away again. So I've been thinking about rolling up a new character.
I thought you couldn't die in this game.
It's true. You just end up fleeing the scene. With my awesome die roll and my standard +4 to athletics when trying to go fast, I got a 2.
Hey, guess what?
What's that?
I got a 1.
Never say die, Chaos. Never say die. Okay, so Chaos, hobbling a little bit, kicks on his laser skates, makes a entirely ineffectual kick with his laser skates at this massive, uncomfortable man, and scoots down the stairs, keeping his legs a little bit straight, trying to, not
Reduce
spread any
chaffing.
more uncomfortable problems.
Because he wet himself.
God.
I forgot already.
Oh my gosh.
So you're doing that run where you keep your thighs together, but you just move everything below your knees?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But with laser skates.
Can we meet up with you outside?
How far do I get, Dan?
If you're trying to flee the scene, I will let you flee right now.
I flee the scene.
Okay.
Hold on, let me think about that. No, yeah, I flee the scene.
Zoo runs up next to you as a toy poodle and, sort of sniffs a couple of times, but chooses, not to say anything about it and just, keeps running along beside you as you laser skate down the street.
Yeah.
Char's trying to get back to the ship.
Okay.
We'll go that way, too.
So Char leaves Al Capone's building, and her heart's racing. She heard Vic and immediately bolted. She swore that Zoo and Chaos were right behind her and is a little bit surprised that they're not, but she figures they'll be fine. So she just keeps going back in the direction that she thinks the ship is in. However, without Google Maps, Char is just not super great at directions. Plus, it's Chicago. She's only been there a handful of times, and this looks way different. There's no landmarks that she's used to. And so she is just pretty much hopelessly lost. And she kind of slows down, trying to take in the general area, thinks about going on comms when a little shop catches her eye. And she looks down at her, 3-piece suit that she basically stole off of a man, and sees in this shop window a really beautiful evening gown. And she's like, I've got time. And she goes in.
Okay. Okay.
So that's where Char's at.
Okay. So, Chaos and Toy Poodle Zoo.
Yes?
As you're running, Effie and Van Helsing turn a corner and almost run right into Chaos.
Hey! Whoa. We're gonna go now. Don't ask any questions. Hey!
And I'm, jumping at, Effie's shins or whatever.
Hey, Effie, it's me. Hey!
It's really hard to run on these legs.
I already gave the other dogs all the pancakes.
It's really hard to run on these little legs. Can you help me?
I make little Poodle Zoo a skateboard.
You could also just pick me up. I'm a toy poodle.
Okay, fine, I'll pick you up.
I just thought it'd be cool to see Toy Poodle Zoo doing the doggy skateboard like the bulldog from the internet.
Maybe later.
In the distance, you can hear growling and howling, and it gets closer.
So, we should go.
Yeah, there are these robot dogs that they're very fast, and I can't shoot them very well.
I have had my own problems today.
Are you sure you don't want to elaborate?
Shar
Quite sure.
is
yes.
like 2 streets over, and she also hears the howling and barking, and she thinks that it's Zoo. She's like mid-change. She still has like pants on, but she has like the fancy bodice on. She runs out of the store, and like the bodice snags on like a display of various accessories, and an umbrella hooks onto the tag. So it comes out of the store with her, and she runs out into the street, realizes first that she's dressed terribly, and realizes second that there are dogs running right at her.
And when does she realize that she's just committed a petty theft?
Never.
All
How
right.
can you thieve something if you already own it?
I like how you think.
So she takes off running in the other direction, which just so happens to line up with the direction that everyone else is running.
Nice.
Hey, Effie, Shaw's behind us and she's making some kind of odd fashion statement.
Oh, really?
And then Effie turns around to see the fashion statement.
Effie, keep running. You can ogle her later.
Okay. In the street up ahead is a construction zone. You all run into it, and as you run into it, the dogs catch up to you. There are bags of concrete scattered about in one area. You see a jackhammer that is lying on the ground, some tools that are out in another corner, and the metallic robotic hounds jump out into construction area surrounding you, slowly stalking towards you.
Have you guys seen that movie Axe? How there's like that big metal like dog in that movie? That's kind of like what I'm envisioning right now. It's like big stainless steel looking greyhound, but deadlier.
Yeah, I have no
Hey,
idea.
Effie, which one of these dogs did you get for me?
All of them.
You just see one that's still eating a pancake, and you're like, "That's my dog."
They were all killed.
I wouldn't give you a dangerous loose dog, Chaos. The ones I got for you were captured.
Oh, so none of these dogs were tamed by weird cyborg technology.
You mean pancakes? No.
And so none of them are coming to help us against anything else that might happen to show up.
If you're asking me if I jacked into a dog, I didn't.
Yeah, she didn't screw the pooch.
Oh, dear.
Again, you're not allowed to say that.
Because I'm currently a pooch.
Does that make it better or
I
worse?
don't know.
You're a human who's a pooch. It's really bad.
Probably not better, right?
Cool, good. I just hoped, I just thought maybe one time you'd do something to not get me killed.
Well, I tried, Chaos, but you were too scared to come and collect.
Things have not changed.
Hey, are you wearing like a new body spray? Like a really
Let's
like a really
let's take
bad
care of
body
these-
spray?
Let's take care. Take care of the dogs. Take care of dogs.
Okay, but next time you should let Shar pick it for you because what you picked is truly horrible.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much.
I have free samples of perfume on me right now. Do you want one, Chaos? There's one that it works for both feminine and
Actually,
masculine
yes, that would be
smells.
great. Thank you very much. I really just appreciate. And he just dumps it right on his pants.
Well, that's a new way to use it, but okay. Innovation.
So we are going to enter combat here. So combat is going to go as follows. Char, and then Effie, and then the Hounds, and then Chaos, Zoo, and Van Helsing. So Charlotte, you go first.
Okay, so quick question for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so Char gets as close to the dogs as she can and tries to tase them with her phone.
Nice.
So I believe
Okay.
I have to like flip a coin.
Straight fate roll.
+2! I don't know what that
'Kay.
means, but I got a +2.
Was this not added to your...
It's at the bottom of my thing. Taser phone. Roll a die. Even equals taser. Odd equals taser to Shar.
Okay. Then it is a taser. So you can use it with the, what was it? The fight skill?
I have no skills. Sure.
What was it again, Logan?
You have to at least get a match on the fight skill to get in contact with them.
Yeah.
I got a +1, and I don't have fight, so.
Well, guess what?
Oh my gosh.
To get to one of those hounds, you need... Yeah, I rolled terribly, so I got a +1 for you to get to one of the hounds.
My goodness! Wow, I feel like the luckiest person on earth.
That was actually... I rolled a -2.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Shar holds out her phone, unsure of what's going to happen, but she vaguely remembers Chaos saying something about her phone and like tasers or something, and she like takes a step towards the dog and is like, please don't bite me, and then the dog jumps at Shar, but she happens to clip it with the taser end of her phone and it is tased.
Okay, awesome. And then I'm going to add that to a dog here. Okay, there are 3 hounds.
Cool.
And one of them is tased now. Okay, Effie, it is your turn.
I want to transform my arm into my mafia gun.
Tommy gun?
Yep, that one.
The Tommy gun? Yeah.
And I want to just spray the dogs with bullets.
Okay.
I got a 4. Because I rolled 2 pluses and 2 minuses, which equals 0.
Ooh. So I got a 4 as well, and so we both met, which means you get a boost to your next roll.
Fantastic.
Against the dog. It is now the hound's turn. The hounds turn to Van Helsing, and they are going to attack. Currently, I have a +6 against you, Van Helsing.
Oh no.
That's great, because I got +2 to defend. That's a 4 shift hit.
Would you like to use a fate point at all to take it down to a 2?
I actually don't think that there are any aspects I have that would protect me from these dogs. Yeah, so I think I'll just have to take it.
Okay.
Take it like a man.
This is where it gets interesting. I'm going to have you take it as mental stress. Because what the dogs are going to do is the dogs jump on you, pushing you backwards into some trash cans.
Well, hang on. If they're attacking me with mental stress, then I get to defend with my will.
Okay. So the dogs, they're not actually like attacking you because they're not clawing or biting at you. Instead, they all pounce on you and push you back into some trash cans, dealing some mental stress.
Well, I'll roll to defend with my will, which is going to be a +5. So superb.
Okay.
Which would make me take 1 mental stress.
So you are now sprawled into the trash cans with dogs over you.
What kind of garbage is on him?
There is a banana peel and an apple core.
And
that fall out of
the old standby.
Fish bones.
And
where
fish
are the fish bones?
The spaghetti that one of my friends from college vomited after drinking too much vodka.
Okay, Chaos. It is your turn.
It was very visceral.
Right.
I'll never forget it. She should chew better.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like I should do some hacking of planets. So Chaos will very stiffly walk up to one of the dogs, pull his Ethernet cable out of his power glove, and it's time to jack in and hack the planet.
Woo!
Why are you doing this stiffly?
Because of his aspect.
My pants are kind of uncomfortable.
Because of your consequence. Okay.
Goodbye, last fate point. I knew you well. 6.
Okay, you're able to hack in. It's going to take you a little bit to hack the code. So next round, I want you to do another hack roll to make sure that you're able to hack into the code. And then we're going to do that for 2 rounds.
All right.
Okay. Zoo, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to attempt to pee on one of the dogs. So I leap from Effie's shoulder, where I've been huddled, and I try and get to the dogs. Okay, so I'm saying that peeing on one of these dogs is most certainly provoke.
Okay.
And for my provoke roll, I got a +5.
Okay. Do you want to describe how you short circuit that dog?
So basically, I like leap off Effie's back, and this is like one of the dogs that was obviously like coming after her, right? And when I leap off her back, I get basically underneath the dog, and I raise my left rear hind leg and pee on the dog on
Your
its
left,
leg.
not your right.
No,
You're a lefty?
Yeah, as a toy poodle, I'm a lefty. It's just that's what my toy poodle was back home, so that is what I do as well. And so I shoot a powerful, really badly smelling stream of pee directly into the underside of this dog.
All you ate for lunch was tuna.
Did I kill a dog with pee?
You did.
That was a good attack.
I did not roll well for my...
I am the most badass poodle that has ever existed in any and all timelines.
Okay.
As the dog falls from being short-circuited, I just walk up to its face and just start barking in its face and just... That's what you get! Hey fam, sorry to interrupt these jaunts through the timeline with something as boring as ads, but here are a few words from our sponsors.
Hey, we have a lot of fun here at the Fantasy Adventure Machine. My name is Logan, also known as Chaos Overclock on the podcast. You probably recognize me from my voice. Anyway, please, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our podcast feeds, rate us on iTunes, and follow us on social media. You can find us by searching Fantasy Adventure Machine on any of your preferred social media platforms.
All throughout history, brave men and women, the captains of industry, have been troubled by one foe above all, taxation. No other adversary has been so persistent nor so deadly to the dream of owning a second yacht. Introducing Universal Accounting. Our accountants are fully versed in taxation practices across time and space, except 21st century America, where they'll set you up with a Cayman Islands account. Never fear taxation authorities again. Use the code TAXATIONISTHEFT at checkout for a free bottle of Chardonnay with your service.
Van Helsing, it is your turn.
I'm in the trash cans.
Yes.
Obviously, the water was quite effective, I noticed. So I'm going to look in the trash that is all around me for maybe like a full, I don't know, maybe I'm looking for a bottle someone pissed in. So I can throw that at the dogs. So that's it. That's it. I'm looking for a piss bottle in the trash.
Roll me a resource.
Bam! +2 to my 2. That's a +4. Great.
That was a good looking for a piss bottle roll.
Now the problem is you have to actually have a piss bottle in this thing.
So did I find it?
So you find a water full of liquid that you think is water.
Okay, that's probably good enough.
It maybe not be.
Okay, so is that my turn, or can I also do a shoot roll by throwing this at the dogs?
So that would be your turn right there.
Okay, that's fine.
And Charlotte, it is your turn.
Okay. Charlotte successfully...
What pee-related thing are you going to do?
Well, Charlotte, at this point, is terrified of the chaos going on around her and of chaos. And she feels the umbrella that's hanging off of the tag on the back of her shirt, ends up grabbing it, wants to try to hit one of the dogs with it.
Okay. Roll me a fight for that.
Yeah, that's a 0.
Okay, cool. The dogs easily dodge around it.
Cool.
Effie, your turn.
Effie will try to squish the closest dog to her by jumping on its back.
Like it's a yurt.
Like it's a yurt. Yurt smoosh!
That was a good callback. I appreciate that.
What am I rolling, Dan? Athletics? Physique?
Because you're trying to jump on it.
Yeah, and smoosh
to
it.
Smush it.
Like a yurt.
I'd say physique. Because you're trying to do a Mario stomp on a Goomba.
Yeah, but the Goomba is a dog.
A metal
dog.
robotic dog.
Okay.
But let's make that distinction very clear. These are robotic evil dogs. Not cute dogs like we all have.
I got a 3.
Awesome.
Not cute dogs like Zoo.
Oh.
You succeed with style on that.
Succeeded with style?
Yeah. So describe what happens and how you actually essentially shut this dog down.
I bent my knees really good because box squats. And then launched myself into the air and using my precise targeting, landed right along the camel's back area of the robo-dog. And then I was the straw that broke the robo-dog's back. Anyway. Sorry, I'm really, really tired. Its legs crumple beneath it and absorb a lot of my impact, and it implodes, but the back plate that stretches along the back of the robo-dog is propelled upwards with me on top of it, and I go rocketing into the air and grab onto some unfinished scaffolding.
It's like Zero. You like do like a Super Smash Bros. Mega Man up B Zero move, and you get up into the rafters.
Okay.
That was a very specific callback you just made.
Okay, the hounds are going to this time try and scratch at you, try and bite at you, Van Helsing. So go ahead and roll me for that to defend against it.
Oh, okay, that was a good roll for me again. Good, +3.
Nice. You actually just barely dodged it because I got a 2.
Nice.
So it is now Chaos's turn. Roll me another hack skill.
Go gadget hack skill. It was very good.
Okay, it is now. Good job, Zoo.
By that I mean it was +3. It was good.
Okay, that is still good. Zoo.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you do?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I'm still even alive. But I am
This is actually a more powerful form than any of you've experienced before.
Well, I've never one-hit KO'd a mech before. Dan, paint me a word picture here. Which dogs are the biggest threats to my friends currently?
The dogs that are hanging over Van Helsing.
Okay. I'm going to go and run up behind those dogs, and I'm going to bite its mecha ankle and roll provoke again.
If you're biting, it would be a fight.
I don't actually have any teeth. I have teeth, but it's not gonna harm it. I'm just trying to annoy it. Okay, in that case, I'll change that then because it's a -3 on fight. I'm gonna go underneath it and just bark annoyingly up at it because my little bladder is now empty. And I'll say,
okay,
come on, you big fat stupid mega dog, come on, you want some? You want a piece of this?
Okay.
And I will roll +3 on provoke.
Sweet. I actually got a +3 on my will against it, so
nothing happens,
matched.
but I get a boost against this mech dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Van Helsing, it is your turn.
I want to throw my piss bottle, or whatever bottle it is,
Oh, yes.
at the dogs that are near me, so I'm going to roll shoot. I'm assuming I get a bonus? Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yes. No, go ahead and shoot.
Okay, so that is a +2. Fair. That's my straight roll.
That's your straight roll. Do you have any skills for shoot?
Sorry. That's including my bonus of +1 for shoot.
Okay. The dog actually dodges your bottle. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
But guess what? There are only 3 dogs left. And now, back to the present. Vic sounds in your ears. Damn it! I told you to run!
Kinda having a hard time with that right now, Vic.
Mike Tosis steps from behind the wall. He looks at you and he smiles. You thought you could split from Mike Tosis? The only one who splits from Mike Tosis is Mike Tosis, who is splitting right now! So we're back up to the top of the order, and Mike Tosis is going first. All of a sudden, you see Mike Tosis start to split from the top of the head.
No.
Oh, gosh. I was hoping it was just hyperbole.
And then it's strange because he kind of steps out from himself, and there are now 2 Mike Tosies standing next to each other.
Oh no, it's the Mike Tosises.
I think mitosis is a little bit more complicated than that, but I guess I don't know why that's the thing that's drawing me out of this fantasy.
I feel like, Nathan, it was one of those things. His name was Mike. He knew how to split himself, and he kind of just ran with that theme. I don't think he did a lot of research about the specific intricacies of mitosis, but you should definitely bring it up with him. while we're fighting today.
All I can really tell you is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yep.
Another country, and even we learned that exact phrase.
That's because everything you have came from us, you filthy country of thieves. The only unique thing about you is kangaroos.
Hey,
Ouch.
we have koalas.
Koalas are just small bears. They're not impressive.
I'm trying really hard to think
Kangaroos
of
is
something else
big,
that only
horny
exists in
rabbits.
Australia.
More than normal rabbits?
Yeah.
Well,
He finished the telophase of mitosis and is now 2 cells.
someone just did some Googling.
Charlotte,
Well,
it
he
is your
has to
turn.
sound doctory, so good job, Nathan.
Charlotte is going to step forward and try to use her extra good vibes only. So
Okay. Let me take a look, see what I roll against that. Okay.
I roll rapport, so with a +3, and I already have a +3, and I rolled a +1, so that is a 7.
Woo!
Chaos
Yeah.
felt his roll. He's feeling good. Everyone has to roll.
Right, we have
And
to
it's
roll?
Will.
Your target is 7.
Oh man, I got straight pluses. That gives me a 7. What does that mean? Am I helping?
For you, wait, for your will?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can just, if you want, you don't feel the good vibes right away, unless you just want to feel the good vibes.
I do.
Okay.
Why did I
good.
roll?
I
I
don't
know
know.
+1. What does it mean if you feel the good vibes? Does that mean like we're like pacified?
It says, it basically means that a successful roll for myself, an unsuccessful roll for whoever is rolling against me, listens to Shar talk and becomes friendly to each other, including her.
You should all read the Alpha Omega werewolf books. That's what Shar is doing. The
Oh,
alpha
yes.
move.
So I actually rolled an 8.
So we're all pacified, but he's not?
Okay, then I'm gonna spend a fate point.
Gonna spend a fate point on that.
I'm gonna spend a fate point and invoke my aspect word magician.
Okay. And I'm going to spend a fate point to up mine as well. This would be roided up.
I'm gonna spend another fate point to invoke instant BFF.
What now, Dan? You gonna put up or shut up?
I feel like we're playing one of those war ones where you're like,
Yeah, go ahead.
So Shar steps forward and she holds up her hands and she says, "Hey, man, we don't want to cause any trouble. I think that you seem like a really good guy. We're all friends here. And you know what friends do? They hug each other. But only if people consent to it. And if you don't want to hug, I don't have to hug you. And if I don't want to hug, you don't have to hug me. But we can still be friends. And, you know, if I've done something to offend you or hurt you or harm you in any way, I would like to apologize. And I know that all of us feel the same. So, if you could just take a step back, let us out of this construction yard, let us go on our way, then I will make sure that mitosis goes down in influencer history. Okay.
Char like becomes Mr. Rogers when she uses this ability. We should all just hug it out, and it's okay.
plus consent.
You know, why have I been the one that's been trying to talk our companions down from killing innocent people when you literally have a special ability to do this?
I don't want to use my special ability to do it every time. Plus, I'm usually not there. I usually run away.
Oh, okay.
I'm emotionally unavailable and unengaged.
Zoo is completely pacified by this, and he like curls up against the remaining mecha dog's like ankle and lies down.
Mitosis and kind of looks and he's like, Mitosis hug? Mitosis as an influencer? You kind of see him thinking about it a bit. And we're going to actually go on to other turns, and you'll see what happens next on his turn.
Great.
Nice.
Okay, so Effie, it is your turn.
I want to go and try and hug Chaos.
Chaos, do you allow it?
What do you, hello?
Chaos, I'm really sorry. I don't know why I tried to eliminate you.
I just kept thinking that I needed to find you, and I didn't know why I needed to find you. But then I did. I had to eliminate you, but I don't know why. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I shouldn't try to eliminate you. We're friends. Friends don't eliminate friends.
Chaos waddles back a couple steps.
The friendly thing to do is not to let you hug me right now.
Okay. Shar says not to hug people who don't want to be hugged.
Okay, Van Helsing. In the middle of all this, everyone calming down, the hound's actually going to attack you.
Oh, great.
Shit. Right, because hounds are not affected by words.
Robotic hounds are not affected by words.
Correct.
So go ahead and roll to defend against my bite.
That was a bad roll. So that's going to be a 0. Yeah, it's going to be a 0 from me.
You're sitting at a 6 shift hit right now. That's 6 stress.
So tell me what would happen if I allow myself to take this hit.
Okay, you take out your 3 box, your 3 stress box, and then you take a moderate consequence.
Right.
And a moderate consequence would be bleeding out.
Yeah, I could invoke Protector of the Innocent. Does that work? I can protect myself.
Protect yourself.
That would take it down from a 6 to a 4, and you'd still take the physical stress and the moderate consequence.
Let's just take it all then. That was real bad, especially because I know the secrets of mitosis.
What?
Oh, yeah. In the prophase, the cell is the weakest.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Nathan reading off of Google.
In the first phase of mitosis, the prophase, the cell wall starts to break down so it can get ready to split. But I can't tell you that because I'm bleeding out. And all I can do is
Chaos,
go,
it's your turn.
So pleasant.
In the garbage. Let's not forget that I'm laying in a pile of garbage.
Chaos looks awkward, and then he brightens up, reaches down, and pulls out a disembodied leg from one of the robot dogs and throws it. He goes, "Fetch, boy!" and sends his little robot dog to chase after the dismembered robot dog leg.
You're not going to use your robot dog to fight the other robot dog?
No, I'm cool and happy.
Okay.
He's pacified, my dude.
Pacified. Cool. Okay, well, congrats. Your robot dog is now playing fetch with you.
Cool.
Zoo, it's your turn.
This is better than the one time that Uncle Mark got Chaos a dog that was blind and also only had 2 legs.
Sheesh.
It was
They
not
have
good
one
at fetch.
front leg and one back leg?
Or 2 front legs.
Did it have
2
a
back legs.
wheelchair?
Did it have 2 back legs and walked on its back legs like
Oh
it was like a
no,
little
those
standing up
ones are
dinosaur?
kind of freak me out.
No,
It only had 2 front legs, but like the weird rabbits in Scotland, it just walked on its front legs.
Oh, that's creepier.
There's weird rabbits in Scotland that walk on their front legs?
Google
Oh,
time.
no, not Scotland. Spain. I apologize. They're Spanish 2-legged
Does that
rabbits.
make it any less freaky?
Okay, Zoo, it is your turn.
Okay, so Zoo obviously was asleep on the dog's leg until the dog attacked Van Helsing. But while asleep, he began the transformation back to human. So I'll be spending the rest of my turn turning back to human.
Okay, Van Helsing, it's your turn.
I'm going to look for something so I can stop bleeding out. Can I look for a bandage in the trash?
Just so you know, this dog has a tased aspect on it, and you can use that for a +2 on a roll against it.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the dog with my revolver, and I'm gonna use the tased aspect so it's real slow. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 5 damage. That's superb.
Superb. And let's see how well I did.
That's really good for me because my shoot skill is only a +1.
That is really good. I got a 2, so you have a 3 shift hit on me.
Yeah.
So go ahead and describe how you kill this dog.
Maybe the dog is probably on top of me still, kind of biting me up, and I managed to pull my hand into my big medical bag where I keep my revolver. And I pull it out, and I shoot the dog right in the chest before it can do any more damage to me. And then it falls over, not on top of me.
Okay, Myctosis' turn. Myctosis appears to be like calming down, but then all of a sudden you see this electricity jump over his shoulders and through his body, and he jolts back and he looks at you and He's like, you think you could do this to Mycotosis? If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, it's exactly what Mycotosis is looking at right now!
Did you call us shit, man?
Wow, Mycotosis is so tough.
And that is Mycotosis' turn. You've delayed him a turn, so that's good. Okay, it is now Charlotte's turn.
I am going to say that there is a scene aspect since we are in a construction site.
Mm-hmm.
There is a ladder or like scaffolding going up one of the walls. And Char wants to climb that.
Okay, you can climb that ladder and get out of reach from there.
As Char climbs, she's like, Effie, let's get everyone over the wall while we can, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Effie, it is your turn.
I sprint over to Van Helsing and I say, hey, are you taking out the trash? Time to go. And I scoop him up.
That was a very bad dog.
I scoop him up, and then I want to rocket over to where Char is with my rocket leg.
Okay. With that, since you're holding him, I would say that you'll have to roll because you're holding someone else. The extra weight.
Physique. I have a 2 in physique, and I rolled a 3, so I got a 5.
Okay. Congrats. So you just rack it up to the beam where Charlotte is?
Or maybe one above her, because she can still climb.
Okay.
But Van Helsing can't.
Okay. At this time, you see a sleek shadow of a figure jump from high above in the beams. Vic lands with their duster billowing up. They look behind and say, he's not going to hold for long. Get back to the ship. I'll be there soon. With a flick of their wrist, 2 revolvers slide into their hands, and then they point them at Mycotosis. Chaos, it is your turn.
Chaos gets the robot leg back from his robot dog. And,
Where are you guys going?
To the ship, I guess.
Oh, yeah, there's snacks there.
and Chaos and the robot dog, whose name is,
Lopin? Sorry.
Lopin?
I like naming animals. I have a problem.
whose name is now Lopin, after his uncle Lopin, one of his favorite uncles.
Oh, yeah.
What did this uncle do or teach you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, Chaos has no distinct memories of this person, but he's still one of his favorite uncles. So he probably did boring things like play catch, show him how to tie his shoes, things like that. Anyway.
Checks out.
Okay, and Chaos and Lopin will kick on their laser skates and really quick dog feet and start making for the ship.
Okay. Zoo, it is your turn.
Okay, so Zoo really struggles because it's just not instinctual to run at this point. He's still dealing with the toy poodle's little man complex and wanting to fight. So he sort of steps up behind Vic and gets ready to fight.
Okay, before you take any action, Mycotosis kind of looks over Vic at you and laughs. Ha! Didn't like Mycotosis' magic repressant, did ya?
Nah, mate, can't say I did. And Zoo steps forward, and as he does, he begins to shift into Bethel, the Kodiak bear, which I need to roll for right now. Oh, dang. Okay. That's +6.
Before you do that, roll me a notice first.
Okay. 0. 0 on notice and +6 on law.
Okay.
All right. So, do I become Bethel?
So, you feel the magic flowing through you, but then the same thing happens as it did before. You really thought he'd leave this on the desk?
You promised I'd be able to shift again.
I said you could shift into human.
Fine, what happens to me?
You again begin to shrink, and as you try to...
Make him a handstand bunny.
As you try to roar like Bethel, instead you hear this... Mwah! And you find yourself a pygmy goat.
A pygmy goat?
Adorable. At least it's not a fainting goat.
Love it.
Just remember how you did this. These are going to be useful later.
What you hear is, son of a... And then I charge and try and bash his shin with my little pygmy horns.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll fight.
Okay, well, you might get something because I rolled terribly.
Okay, I got a... Hold on, what has happened to my fight in pygmy goat form, Dan?
Right now it's just straight roll.
Okay, in that case, I got a +2.
Okay, you got a 1-shift hit on him.
Nice.
You could obviously tell that I'm a very proud pygmy goat, but I'm also a little dazed, and so I'm kind of like wobbling on my 4 little hooves. But I'm clearly beaming as a pygmy goat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Myctosis looks down at you and goes, "Aren't you a little short to face off against Myctosis?"
Haven't you heard about Billy Goat's graph?
It is Myctosis's turn.
Oh shit. I'm about to get friggin' punted again. Come at me, bruh.
Myctosis looks down at you and goes, "Myctosis is the best!" And he does kick you. Right now I have a 6.
That is a -1.
Oh, my heavens. You're currently taking a 7 shift hit.
Okay.
You turn into a little star in the sky.
Team Summit is blasting off again! Hold on.
So, I would say you take the 4 stress, and then a moderate consequence. Yeah.
I am not going to use my fate point, but I am going to say that I go flying like literally out of the construction site. I'm a pygmy goat against a gigantic man. I am outside the construction site on the ground, and I'm going to say that I have a broken foreleg because of this 7 shift fetching hit that just happened against me.
Okay.
I thought you were there
Hey,
for a
look,
reason.
Lopin, a shooting star.
Make a wish!
And then a bloody goat lands in front of me.
The other Myctosis smiles at Vic and says, "It's been a long time! It's time to split!" And this one splits into 2 again.
Oh, you missed your chance to hit him when he was weak.
Okay.
Well, you didn't say that because you were bleeding out, my dude.
Vic looks up at everyone in the beams above. "Get to the ship now."
Fly, you fools.
Then they run towards Myctosis, revolvers in front of them. Vic starts to move in a blur of motion. Myctosis starts splitting into several more. At times, it appears like there are actually 2 Vics there at the same time, but in a blink of an eye, there's only one again. They dodge Myctosis, firing into one and then another. Myctosis punches, kicks, and Vic takes the punches like they're a punching bag, always coming back in retaliation. At one moment, Vic dodges behind the group of Myctoses. Myctosis reaches down, grabs them, and pulls them into a squeeze. But Vic disappears from the man's grasp and then reappears, rolling out the other side of the group.
Effie, can you, throw your arm at him or something so that, Vic can have a chance to run away?
No, she needs this arm. She's holding me with that arm.
Okay, I shift Van Helsing into one arm like a toddler, and then...
Amazing! That's really all that I wanted.
And then my...
Can you do a fireman carry over your shoulder, maybe?
No, like a toddler!
And then I shake my cyborg arm. A whole bunch of firecrackers come out.
Roll me a resource for that. And you also need to roll a provoke if it's successful. Depending on how successful it is, you might get a bonus to your provoke.
How many resources do I have? 2? I got 4.
Okay, I'll give you a +1 to your provoke. Roll a provoke.
Provoke +1. Okay. 2.
Okay, that worked. You have one that broke off from fighting Vic and looks up at you, squints his eyes, and starts to run towards the ladder to climb up after you.
We must help Vic. I killed my father. Prepare to die. I am using my aspect to
Nice.
increase my provoke and therefore help Vic.
Okay, with that, a total of 4 of them break off, and all 4 split. So there's now 8. Some of them are clambering up the beams. A couple of them are climbing up the ladder.
We got your back, Vic.
I said, get to the ship.
What did you do? Why would you do that? Have you not seen this? I was right up next to him, and he screamed at me and had to, it's game over, man. It's game over. We can't do this. I'm gonna get the ledger somewhere safe. I'm gonna get the little cute goat and take the ledger, and you guys just freaking run.
And then Chaos takes the ledger, scoops up the little goat, and throws it on his dog, and runs.
The only word of that Shar understood was run, but because of her loyalty to Chaos after parents, she's like, okay, like, we gotta get out of here. So she continues to climb the ladder, hops over the wall, hops down, and takes off for the ship.
Effie puts Van Helsing over her shoulder. I want to like get out of the construction area and fight them on the road. Okay. So can we wait?
It is your turn.
I just want to yell back to Vic like, Vic, we've got to go.
Get to the ship. I'll be there.
And then Effie follows after Shar.
Okay. After you jump down on the other side of the wall, Myctosis jumps down right in front of you, blocking your path to Shar.
Oh no. Blocking my path to Shar.
Oh no.
Myctosis is going to grab you in an elaborate wrestling grapple.
Wait, I'm carrying Van Helsing.
Yes, he's going to grab you and Van Helsing in this and try and suplex you.
I fell off.
Yeah.
I fell off.
Let's just say that when he landed in front of me, I just slid Van Helsing slowly to the ground.
I like that. Okay.
Oh, my poor ancient bones.
I like that. Okay. After you slide Van Helsing to the ground, Myctosis grabs you to suplex you. And go ahead and roll physique or athletics to get away from this.
I rolled a 0, so I get a 3.
A 3? Okay. You currently have a 7 shift hit on you. I rolled a 10.
Should have rolled better.
I should have rolled better.
Can I use an aspect?
I will use Lion at Bay to reduce the damage a little bit, if that's okay, GM Master.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can reduce the damage by 3.
Okay, you still have a 4 shift hit on you.
What would a mild consequence be, Dan?
Mild consequence would be like
concussed,
a dislocated shoulder or something. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the mild consequence.
Okay, so Myctosis grabs you, spins you around, picks you up so your feet are up in the air, and then starts leaning back to throw you behind him.
And seeing what's about to happen, using some of my last strength, I roll my body to the precise location where I perceive he's going to throw Effie, and I roll right in the way.
For this, because you're taking that mild consequence, you now have a dislocated shoulder. So you can describe how you got that.
I land very cushily on Van Helsing, but my normal arm gets caught under Myctosis's armpit and wrenches it.
These old bones are stronger than a yurt.
Oh dear.
Okay. It is now your turn, Effie.
I want to scoop up Van Helsing in my cybernetic arm like a puppy. Football?
By the scruff of his neck?
No. Like, like when you pick up a chihuahua. Whoop! And their back legs are behind your arm, and their front legs and their head are in front of your arm.
Yeah.
And then I want to take off down the street. And I want to be like, come on, Char! And I want to,
So you are intentionally leaving combat. Fleeing.
Yes.
Okay, then that is the...
That was a big hit. I don't know. Yeah.
What's a big hit?
That was just one Myctosis. You took a negative 10.
She had a 7 shift hit that
hit.
she was able to take it down to a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, but I want to
4.
kick some boxes, as I'm running.
Okay, so Chaos, what did you do with the ledgers?
I still have the ledgers. I'm running with the dog and broken-legged goat Zoo on the dog, and I grab Zoo by his beard, and I scream,
All right, Sue, where's President Wilson? We have to give him these documents. It's very important history.
If you mean Frank, he's at the IRS building, 2 streets down.
Wait, how does he know this?
I am actually a fan of Elliot Ness and Frank Wilson, which is true in real life, so...
Okay, so yeah, coincidentally, that's the same direction where Beth was.
Fantastic. When we get in front, I push them all through the mail slot and keep going.
Nice.
Okay.
Seriously, man, this guy's really bad news. Have you noticed? I don't think he's like normal people.
He's not so tough. I could have had him.
I don't believe you. You are a lying goat. You goat. You absolute goat.
You could like see that I have like really sad eyes, and I'm like gingerly holding my very broken front leg up and like asking you to have sympathy on this tiny little goat.
Oh.
I have sympathy for the goat. It sounds so sad.
Beth, prepare for emergency takeoff.
You get back to the abandoned lot where you see Beth looking like a tiny Empire State Building. You all get back to the ship. You open the doors and you walk in. The ship is dark inside. A large shadow pushes past you quickly as it rushes outside. You feel something tighten over the crown of your heads. Everything goes black. Hey, guess what, guys? It's time to level up.
Yay.
So this right here is a significant milestone. So basically what you can do is you can switch 2 skills. So you can switch like an average skill for a fair skill. You can switch out a stunt. So you can take out a stunt you don't want and add a new stunt. Add 1 more stunt to your stunt list. Rename a character aspect. So you can do 1 of those. And you get to add 1 more skill point to your average skills.
Thanks for listening, fam. Hey, Wendy's getting engaged, so this Wednesday we're gonna celebrate the cute couple.